Yes, sir. What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Denali, aka Don Squally, back at y'all with another Forza Horizon 3 build video, man. This week is probably going to mark the final week that we are taking a break from our YouTuber slash famous people builds, man. We got a lot of the oddball builds out of the way, which is really what I wanted to do, man. Give a chance to a bit of those off-the-wall requests to kind of get a little bit of shine. But for today's video, we have a request from one person in specific. Hostage's brother on YouTube wants to see a BMW X5 Drift Build, man. Now, if it hadn't have been for the word drift, I probably would have overlooked this build, but since, you know, an X5 drift build is kind of something you don't really see every day, I think it would be a great opportunity to make this dream a reality. Now, right off of the bat, not too sure what color I'm feeling here. Probably going to go with a nice gunmetal gray, but we may change that a little later on in the video, man. You guys know how I get a little undecisive at times. Indecisive or undecisive? I think they might both work there, man, in that case. But with that being said, man, it is about time that we jumped into this build. So if you guys are new to the channel, definitely drop your request down in the comments section, man. Taking one request per video uploaded to the channel. Currently uploading 7 days a week. I would do more if there was more days in the week, but unfortunately, you know, so we got to draw a line somewhere, ladies and gentlemen, and that is the line. Now, right off the bat, cooking up a nice 4.4 liter. Want to say this is a naturally aspirated, but I don't know my BMWs too well, so I'm just going to double check that. Okay, so we're definitely rocking some turbochargers there. You know, I just wanted to check that out before I got flamed down in the comments section. You know, like I say, I can't know every single thing about every single car. And let's be honest, man, I'm not really a BMW guy. For those of you guys who are subscribed to my other channel, link, by the way, will be down in the description for that. You know, you guys know I'm a Nissan guy. I can tell you a whole lot about some Nissans, not too much about BMWs. Now, as far as the aero goes, it looks like we're just going to have to keep this thing stock. Not really liking the front splitter or that big wing at the back. Now, as far as the tire compound goes, what do you think here? Horizon, the Forza Horizon Edition, or just, I think we're just going to leave the plain race tire compound on there. We are going to make the tires a little bit wider. Now, if you guys have seen an X5 in real life, you know, not an uncommon vehicle, but have a good look at the rear tires on those trucks, man, or those SUVs, I should say, to be a little more politically correct. Absolutely massive rear tires on the back, just some solid grip. Can't imagine that they are very cheap to replace, probably about $400 or $500 a piece, depending on where you're getting them and obviously what brand, but just enormous tires, man. One thing that I had to point out there. Now, I'm just going to skim through a few options here, obviously see if we can find something that we like. Now, there are a lot of wheels here that I really do like, but since we're going to go with kind of a drift setup here, I think these Advan, I think they're the Advan, Ad.1, definitely looking pretty tight with that little red sticker on there. I think that's going to give us a nice touch. 21s, though, looking absolutely tiny on this thing. I think these are a nice fit for this truck, to be honest. So I'm just gonna leave those tires the way that they are, man. Sometimes I second guess myself when it comes to those tires, but I think this one's gonna turn out really nice. Differential here. Let's go ahead and upgrade all that good stuff. Now, the brakes, I think we're probably gonna need to upgrade, even though this thing's predominantly going to be sideways most of the time. I still like my, especially big and heavy trucks, to have, you know, as good of brakes as they can get, and to complement that, also the weight reduction definitely helps, as you can see with the handling, launch. Actually, the braking on this truck is very nice now that I look at it. Can't really complain about the braking numbers there. 9.3 is, you know, as good as it's going to get for a big SUV like this, for sure. But let's see, twin turbos, got to upgrade those. intercooler, gotta upgrade that for sure. And I'm just gonna do a light oil and cooling and a flywheel just to keep things relatively modest. Don't want to get too out of hand, but I do want this thing to be able to get sideways with as little amount of effort or throttle as possible. And next up, we need to jump into the tuning. Now, I'm not really thinking, I don't really want to do too much with this truck. Really, I just want to get a little bit of camber, both front and back, just to make it look nice. Nothing too crazy. And then I want to lower the thing, obviously, because, I mean, what truck doesn't look good dropped? And somebody left a comment saying that if I put this all the way to 100, both front and back, that I'll get better drifting. We're going to test that theory today. I'm not really sure who that was because it was just briefly I read the comment. So if that was you, definitely let me know down in the comment section. We're about to test this. We're about to find out the theory today. Designs and paints, I think, really are the only thing left to do on this one. Now, I do like the gray paint here, but I don't know, something about it. I kind of want to see if we can get something a little nicer here. Now, the manufacturer, there's a BMW. I think the M3 is coming a really nice, almost yellowy, goldish color. Kind of similar to this. A little bit similar to that. More goldy than yellow. And I don't know, man. It almost looks pretty dope on the X5 here. Let's see here. So I think what I'm going to do for this one is throw on a nice red paint. Now, something about these trucks with the red paint just looks very sick. Actually, I like all BMWs with the red paint. Little black accents here and there really helps it to stand out a lot. Now, as you can see, painting the wheels, we lose that cool little sticker, which really was the feature that I liked most about these wheels. So I think we're gonna have to leave the wheels stock in color, black out that window here. Now let me just see, everything else is looking, oh my god, this is actually looking really good with those black calipers. I'm gonna save this to the current car. And next up, what I want to do is just apply a decal to the rear here. Now this is going to be something that some people may like, some people may not like. I kind of like this. I don't know, for some reason just a little blacked out section on the back really makes any car, given it has a, as you can see, there's a section here that is almost meant for it. You could just black this vinyl area out relatively easy. If it has an area like this, most muscle cars, old school Mustangs and stuff like that, this car suits it actually quite well. Just to give it a little bit contrast, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. But I think the only thing left to do now is take this thing out on the road, see what it's all about. It definitely looks very sick. Let's just rip off to the side here, get a little 360. Love those wheels with that red sticker. Suits this thing, I think, perfectly, man. You guys let me know what you think of those wheels down in the comments section. Now we're just gonna cruise around the Horizon Festival here. Twin turbo V8 takes a little bit of time for those powers to kick in. I think those big meaty rear tires are definitely not helping the fact that I want this thing to drift more. Everybody always gives me crap for putting the race tires on my drift cars, but I think it's just more fun to put the power down, overpower those race tires, and get a little bit of grip when we want. Now here we are heading the wrong way down this highway on-ramp, so we're just gonna head over to this side. Now, she wants to swing. It takes a lot to actually whip this back end around, not gonna lie. Oh, attack of the everlasting controller batteries, or ever dying, I should say. Let's take this thing. We're gonna fast travel real quick down to an area that provides a little bit more drifting scenarios here. Now what I do want to do here is just make some adjustments in our tune, and I'm going to put a lot of negative camber at the back. Now it's going to look a little bit goofy. The tops actually might sink in a little bit. Actually, it doesn't even look that bad. But the main goal is to, you know, just have less tire on the ground, making it just a little bit easier to break traction. I don't know if that's a theory for doing like camber on the rear tires, but definitely seems to be helping here. I'm noticing that our gear ratios though, like second gear, struggling really to break traction, but first gear all the way at red line. So I don't know if I want to make, let me see here, bring second gear a little closer more to acceleration. That way we're kind of in the middle of second gear, trying to do our drift. That might actually work. Let's see here. That's working a little bit better. Hit that e-brake there. Oh yeah, now we're getting some nice slides here, ladies and gentlemen. With these big pickup trucks, like some vehicle, or pickup truck, with these big SUVs, some cars like BMWs, obviously, pretty much all BMWs that are, you know, cars, are great platforms for drifting, rear wheel drive, lots of power. This X5, I think, needed a little bit of finagling, a little bit of finessing. And it's still not quite there. I could probably spend another 5-10 minutes really fine-tuning this. Now, as you can see, we're redlining at second. So we may have put just a little bit too much towards the acceleration there. Maybe make this adjustment just a little bit more towards speed and see how that works. Mainly what I want to do is be in the middle of second gear in my drift, not close to red line, but not too close to the bottom of the RPM range that we're bogging out. And actually this is looking almost perfect right here. I can hit the e-brake, whip it around. We're still spinning in second gear even though we're at a dead stop. I think we might have hit the nail on the head here, ladies and gentlemen. Now if I can just keep this thing on the road. Yeah, that's pretty much a wrap right there, man. I'm happy with this. I think what I might do is once we're off camera here, actually take this thing for a nice jog and really get used to it, because now that I got the suspension or the transmission all dialed in, e-brake around here, it's actually really good, man. The right amount of acceleration, as you can see, sitting nice at the top of the RPM range in second, but not hitting that red line too much. That's perfect, man. I am absolutely thrilled with how this one turned out. Another one of those useful builds, not just one that's gonna sit in the garage, you know. Definitely something that's going to be useful in the future here. So like I say, I'm happy with the way this one turned out. You guys let me know what you thought of this one. Rice or nice? What would you have done differently, man? I don't know. You like these wheels? You like the little red on black contrast with the SUV. It's a little sporty. I was kind of going for a sporty look with this one. But if you guys enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that like button. If you guys want to see more and you're not subscribed already, definitely smash that subscribe button. And I think that's about it, man. So with that being said, as always, I'm your boy Denali, aka Don Squally. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and we're gonna catch y'all mofos at the next one, man. Peace. Don't die. Oh shit, where you going, bro? Don't be creeping on my friend. Don't be creeping on my friend. You and your homie. Oh, nut shot. Nut shot. Oh, buddy. Go. And your boy, man. Get him out of here. Oh, fucking. Oh, my God.